I've wanted to film this for a while. I have wanted to film this for a while. Oh, it's just like a trifecta. Okay. Yeah, I'm here to watch. I think we all know why we're here. The only reason that I've waited as long as I have to watch this is because it can be a bit overwhelming to go into like a 2-hour documentary, and to be on camera for that long is just a little bit exhausting at times. So I wanted to make sure I had the energy, but I'm very excited because I feel like I'm gonna see a little bit of a different side of Lady Gaga tonight. Obviously, I've listened to all her music, I've watched all her music videos, I've seen Lady Gaga, the performer. I want to see Lady Gaga behind the scenes. So I finally discovered how to like screen record on Netflix, but you'll have to bear with me because obviously I have to highly edit this in order for it to not get copyright struck. So please understand that, like, obviously I would love to give you my uncut reaction, but that's just not really how it's gonna work. I don't want this video to get blocked. But without further ado, let's get into 5'2". Okay. If it didn't start with her suspended from a string in the sky, I don't know how it would start. This is the most Lady Gaga thing that I've ever seen. This music. Okay. All right. Mermaid Films. Okay, she lives in Malibu.
What's a chicken? Hey, down, mommy.
Mommy?
Give me a sweet girl.
Wholesome content. It's so rare that I see her in like everyday normal person clothing with minimal makeup on. So this is definitely... like, I love seeing this other side of her.
That one's good? No, this is not. Definitely, I know.
Okay, we just need to talk about how naturally beautiful she is. She is literally so naturally stunning. It's actually ridiculous. Look at her skin. Like, I'm sorry, but it's so... she has amazing skin.
Yeah, me and Taylor are fighting, so that's that.
Please, I thought she meant Taylor Swift. I'm so dumb. So this was around the time that she was dating or engaged to Taylor Kinney. I do know that she dated him. I wasn't following her music or anything at that time, obviously, but I was kind of following that relationship. Not intentionally, but I would just see news about it and everything like that, so. Hi.
And I'm like just in a different time of my life now. I just don't like, I don't know, I feel like my threshold for like bullshit with men is just, I don't have one anymore. I just don't care. I don't know if it's because I'm 30 and I feel better than ever, you know?
Okay, so she's 30 here. I believe she's 35 now, 36. So this was 5 or 6 years ago. She said, my threshold for bullshit with men, she doesn't have one anymore. And I highly relate to that. And that's a mood and a half, so.
All my insecurities are gone. I don't feel insecure about who I am as a woman. I'm not embarrassed or ashamed of what I have. I just feel like sexy. In relationships, you have to, I don't know, gotta move together, I guess, as much as you can.
It's getting real. We are like 5 minutes in, 3 minutes, and it's already getting real.
Warner Brothers greenlit a movie that Bradley Cooper's directing, and Bradley wanted me to be in it.
A Star is Born.
A Star is Born.
A Star is Born.
I'm gonna star in the movie.
So casual with it.
It's tight.
Her art pop tattoo. I didn't know that she had an art pop tattoo. I love it.
It's spasm on the right. It's not all the way up my shoulder. All kind of originates from this trauma in my hip from an injury years ago.
Watching Lady Gaga's chiropractor appointment.
I wrote this new song. I've started it yesterday and sent it to Mark this morning, and he sent me some guitar stuff back already.
Which one?
So many, I think, men in my life and business, and also that I've dated, over the years. I just started to feel like what I was on my own wasn't good enough. And I don't feel that way working with Mark.
It's the way that she's already kind of making me think and making me sad, and we're like 5 minutes in. That's what's just concerning me a little bit. But I love how real she's being, and it feels very, I don't know. I just really like the feel of this documentary so far. It doesn't feel forced. Yeah, it just feels very organic to me.
Probably don't even know who I am. They probably think I'm just some crazy old lady who lives down the street. I'm 30. I'm old to them.
Yeah, can you imagine just like going by her on the street and you didn't realize it was her?
Well, I think my bag probably looks really good.
An Englishman with the cupping is really funny. I don't know why.
I'm gonna look like such a badass on the
Mark,
beach.
Mark Ronson. Okay, I've heard of him and everything. I know he's worked with Miley Cyrus and some other people, probably. He's worked with a lot of people.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello. Thank you for
What? Oh!
The last time I had a camera in front of me was the Born This Way book.
I was born this way, brother.
When I broke my hip.
I'm so down to see her recording vocals in the studio.
You're giving me a million reasons to let you go. You're giving me a million reasons to quit the show. You're giving me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. Giving me a million
Yes.
reasons. When I was thinking just some straight maybe acoustic guitar.
Okay, this is gonna be great.
But you're giving me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. Giving me a million reasons.
Yes. I love seeing stuff like this. Her recording live vocals. Because that's always something I've had a curiosity about, is how songs get made, seeing behind the scenes of like vocals being recorded and mixed. It's pretty interesting to me, and especially seeing her do live vocals and recording them, like her vocals are always on point, so it's...
Go to that broken place of your heart to write songs. I say sometimes it's like open heart surgery, making music. Every time it's invasive. It's hard to even fathom which parts I should believe.
Yeah, like she just hits it every time.
You know that it feels right. Well, I believe me pretty soon. You're not going to be here too long. Look, you're in here by yourself anyways. Just don't act like I'm leaving.
I just love seeing her do her thing in the studio. I could take just 2 hours of this, honestly. I really like just seeing kind of her, I don't know, like you imagine her making the album and making the songs in real time right now, and that's really cool.
Music, it's just like putting something precious and classic in a suitcase that you are going to take into the future. Because I've experienced that with people feeling like I was taking from them, right? I have now learned, looking back at what they were saying.
I'm confused.
Going, oh my God, no, I was totally honoring. And so the thing with me and Madonna, for example, is that I admired her always. And I still admire her, no matter what she might think of me.
Okay, what's the beef with Lady Gaga and Madonna? I feel like I've heard utterings about it, but I don't really know what the situation is there. Interesting. It sounds like some tea. is unfolding.
The only thing that really bothers me about her is that I'm Italian and from New York, you know? So, like, if I got a problem with somebody, I'm gonna fucking tell you to your face. But no matter how much respect I have for her as a performer, I could never wrap my head around the fact that she wouldn't look me in the eye and tell me that I was reductive or whatever.
So she's never, like, given you a call and been
No. Like, I saw it on fucking TV. Telling me that you think I'm a piece of shit through the media is like, it's like a guy passing me, like, a note through his friend. My buddy thinks you're hot. Here's his, like, fuck you. Like, where's your buddy? Fucking throwing me up against the wall and kissing me.
Right.
Like,
So I don't know the context of what she's talking about, so I can't, like, speak to it or really comment on it because I have not heard what happened and I don't know the sides of the story. So obviously I don't really have an opinion on this issue.
I just want Madonna to fucking push me up against the wall and kiss me and tell me I'm a piece of shit.
What? Okay, I am so confused by that entire conversation. Well, not that entire conversation. I guess just the last line of that conversation. What? I'm so... Okay. Yes! Baby, I just need one good one to stay. Wow, that was really beautiful. That was a really beautiful note. I mean, obviously...
When producers, unlike Mark, start to act like they're the one, you know, you'd be nothing without me. For women especially, since those men have so much power, that they can have women in a way that no other men can. Whenever they want, whatever they want. The cocaine, the money, the champagne, the girls, the hottest girls you've ever seen. And then I walk in the room, and it's like 8 times out of 10, I'm put in that category. And they expect from me what those girls have to offer when that's just not at all what I have to offer in any way.
Right.
Like, that's not why I'm here. I'm not a receptacle for your pain. You know what I mean? I'm not just a place for you to put it.
Right.
She's kind of talking about the industry and how gross it is. And yeah, like the music industry... In general, obviously, not every producer, not every person behind the scenes, but a lot of the music industry seems like a very dark, gross place, to be honest with you. A lot of Hollywood in general seems very dark and very gross. She's kind of shining a light on that, and it's sad that it doesn't really surprise me at the same time that it does make me feel sad that she's treated this way. It's not super shocking to me because I know that I don't know how bad it is behind the scenes, and I obviously only know what is brought to public light. None of us do unless we have some sort of insider information. Yeah, it is really sad to hear about, but at the same time, it's not shocking to me, which is even sadder.
Extreme shit to put yourself out of that category? I mean, like, what's the methodology?
The methodology behind what I've done is that when they wanted me to be sexy or they wanted me to be pop, I always fucking put some absurd spin on it that made me feel like I was still in control.
Right.
That's cool.
So you know what? If I'm going to be sexy on the VMAs and sing about the paparazzi, I'm going to do it while I'm bleeding to death and reminding you of what fame did to Marilyn Monroe.
Right.
Yeah.
You can use none of that footage.
This Thursday, Lady Gaga performs at an invitation-only concert at the Democratic National Convention.
Will headline the show called Camden Rising.
The Super Bowl. It appears that Gaga is in talks to perform the halftime. Last year, she sang the national anthem. This year, she could actually do the whole show.
I always wonder what warm-up singers do. Ooh, I love that look. only way to introduce Lady Gaga. Oh, I like this rendition. Her vocals are just always on point, and I love when she does more stripped down performances because you really get her vocals shining through a bit more than when there's, you know, a stage with a bunch of production.
Been a long time, but I'm back in town. Can we do it again? My boob fell out. No one told me.
Oh, Lady Gaga, what are we gonna do with you?
How was the sentiment among the people that ran the event?
They loved it. They were so happy.
It's just the first time in a long time I've been able to get up and do that and not like feel my hip or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I didn't feel tight, I didn't feel worried, I didn't feel nervous about like, I loved it.
I didn't tell you this. Did it feel halftime show?
Did they do a vote?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might get some news today. Yeah.
I really think that you did it.
I think so too.
Yeah.
What was that transition? Oh, her dad. That's Lady Gaga's family. You always wonder what their families look like. Famous people, people you admire. You know, you always think about what their loved ones look like. Now I know.
So both your daughters are beautiful girls. They're good people. She's a crown. Yeah. Beth from Venice. My mother's been. Yeah, me too.
The glasses.
Tommy, thanks for coming. Angie Montani, I love you. Thanks for...
Brian Newman. She shouted him out in Just Another Day.
Best thing I ever did. You.
Really cute.
5'2", eyes are blue.
5'2". Eyes are blue.
Has anybody seen my gal?
Why does this seem like it was filmed in the 80s or something? This does not seem like 2017. That's me every time I see a baby. I mean a baby that I know. Not a random baby. Here we go. The transitions. Like, it's just right back into the studio. Okay, that was a transition.
I can't wait to rev you up faster than you can say for us.
Let's just scratch all that.
I'm living for these behind the scenes, seeing her recording vocals. Stuff like this, I don't know, this is like my favorite aspect of this so far. I've enjoyed all of it, but this is where it's really, really interesting to me. I just love seeing her sing. I mean, there's just something about it. It's really magical. She is smoking 24/7. Mirror on the ceiling. Okay.
My sort of thought of her is that she fled from Scotland, because if she was a witch, you know, these were women that were fucking burned.
Who?
Right? So, whenever she becomes more powerful, she has to flee. And I think that this is also like something that women have to do. You know, whenever you become powerful in a relationship or in business, there's always opposition. And being a woman was like, you were owned. And women, I think, still are very much owned in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot she was on American Horror Story, but I did watch a couple of episodes of that season back when it came out. I couldn't really get into that season of the show, to be honest. I could only get into the first couple seasons of that show. It had nothing to do with Lady Gaga, really. It wasn't really for me after a little bit. Okay.
The voyage was plagued with misfortune. Many men died. Journey. For that tumultuous journey.
It's so weird, like, seeing her practicing those type of lines in the middle of a parking lot.
I'm doing my record. I have things to do. I haven't slept. This is not the only job that I'm doing. I'm trying to do a good job. When they come and they tell me, it's the dialogue and fucking tell me beforehand. Them and my dentures. They had a little baby meltdown today. Small. Little one. Huh? I like to know what I'm doing before.
Yeah.
I don't mind changing on the fly. But with something that's complicated, when they keep throwing shit at you, it's like, I just don't want to sound German. You know what I mean?
To be honest, I don't know what's going on, but... I thought that was a gunshot.
I hit Mark's car.
She said, I hit Mark's car, and they said, get the cameras rolling.
Mark? Is it his car? I can't. I'm so sorry.
I wish if you have a problem with me, just tell it to my face, not to my bumper.
Sorry.
It's all good. Is it bad?
Yeah.
I mean, does it...
My car's fine.
It's alright.
Hi, I'm so beautiful.
Florence!
You do.
It's really the last thing I want you to worry.
Okay, shots I didn't know I needed to see in my life. Lady Gaga hugging Florence Welch. Because that was just a wholesome little moment between two legends. Hi, editing me here, and I've decided to split this video up in two parts because copyright for this video has been a very, very difficult experience. So yeah, please understand. Yeah, so this is where I'll end this one, and then I'll continue the parts.